stuns and suppressions a little bit faster.
That's very important.
So as you can see, I was topside, so I'm already up to a level 11 here. Singed often will dominate the experience, especially with the, I believe I run an 0822 mastery set for him, making sure I take points in life regen and also life regen and mana awareness.
And here comes the gank on Annie.
Trying to get Annie,
Get the
but
laser,
she's getting most
we got
away.
a stun on
Got Warwick down, but I'm going to go down too. Like I said, I don't mind if I go down. I'd rather me than the other two, because I'm kind of the one who you don't care about.
As you notice, I was shielding Chicken Lad as running, but for some reason his mouse glitched out and he turned around right into them. He would have been safe if he hadn't turned around for no reason. But now it's 2-on-1 situation. I try to use the shield and my abilities to get those minions out of there as quickly and effectively as possible. But it looks like Aurelia's not going to
but Aurelia backed out.
Yeah, she's not going to stick around for a fight like this. It's not in her best interest. She couldn't gank me at the tower with full health.
And also, as I take the extra point in greed and just play as Singed, you get ridiculous amounts of minion kills. I try and keep up wards as much as possible. You can see right there I have one. I've already got my Catalyst to help me with laning, and my Blasting Wand to help with my poison damage.
More minion last hits, very important. People don't really, they really underestimate the power of last hitting. The more gold, the better. Lots of gold. And right now I'm building, I've got my boots, my level 2, my upgraded level 2 boots, which give me magic. They give me cooldown reduction, which is very important because I'm running a heavy cooldown right now with my masteries and my runes. And I'm also got 1 health pot still, and I'm building into Lynchbane so I can get those last hits and tons more damage on their characters with physical damage.
And you saw me ping a second ago up there for Dragon, and that was because I thought they were going to be going for it with both Warwick and Aurelia. However, they did a really smart move. They just checked out and went into the bush right there and just waited for me to come up to check, and then nabbed me when I tried to go up and see if they were there. This means they didn't get Dragon, but they did get me.
One problem with Singed is he's often overextended, but people don't usually, even I'm playing on my side, people don't understand that he can be at some points and he can be at others, and that's just the way he plays, because Singed runs so quickly he can get out of a lot of things.
Yep, he's able to cover all across the map.
But in that point, he was not able to get out. Being able to quickly get back onto the map.
17 minutes, I have my Rod of Ages, which is going to slowly increase its mana, health, and ability power as we go. Yep, that is a pretty fast Rod of Ages. First Blood really helps with that. Rod of Ages should almost always be Singed's first item. There are very, very few exceptions. He needs the mana, he needs the health, he needs the ability power, and games with him will almost always take long enough for it to get up to its full amount of stacks. So you buy that right away, get that stacking up, also get your Boots of Swiftness. You see Olaf with his health regen and his longsword and a health crystal. So right there we were talking about ganking, but again, it didn't go over so well. We really missed Skype.
Yeah, definitely. Internet's so slow here.
You also see me start to jungle down here. I'm trying to make sure, first of all, that I get some extra gold, but also that they don't. Even though we are seeing them, I think I'm safe because I normally have the life regen. So we know a team fight's about to go down because we see them all around.
Here it comes.
Warwick coming in.
I miss a very important stun on Aurelia, which cost us a lot of damage. She would have been taken out early.
They went smart. They took down the carry first and just flattened Olaf. And then with him gone, they don't have enough damage. So they can life regen faster than I can hurt them. So they focus me down.
Extreme stupidity coming up right here. I did not see Annie go into the bush. Went back to do some harassing, and she just demolished me. I should get a big L loser sign on my forehead for that one. That was just a stupid move. I remember everyone yelling at me in chat for that. That was not good.
Yep, so that one right there cost us a lot. I believe we lost first tower right here. Losing a tower is really bad because then they're getting the extra gold from that. Not to mention you have less map awareness and just control general. You see Irelia take off. I'm wondering if she's heading for the jungle. And then when they're all three gone, I'm really starting to get worried about it. Really don't want to give up Dragon. I believe that's 190 gold.
It is a lot of gold. It's very important 3v3s, Dragon, and 5v5s. That global gold is really important to your entire team getting items. It's almost as important as just last hitting all those minions. Because all that gold just pours in, you're able to get items faster than the other team, get an advantage. That's really an important part of League of Legends. David going up to get some more creeps, while Olaf takes on Annie, last hitting as always.
Some people may wonder about the Singe jungle, but with his poison, he can do area of effect in jungle really fast. And then also it just helps him with total creep kills. Singe, the way I play him anyways, usually will hit full build before really any other champion in the game, mainly because he gets so many minion kills and so much gold. I run around and just try and keep my team up as much as I can by myself as high as I can, so that when we have team fights later, I'm already up to full build and my items can be helping even though I'm not the most damaging champ.
He also maxes out, because he maxes out before every other champion, he also loses his effectiveness in late games. So with Singe, you want to try to play aggressively in the beginning and get your carries up in levels. That way you can carry Singe on the end game, because he will not be as good as the carries on the opposing team.
Though he's still very obnoxious, and if you build straight tank, it can be very hard to kill. This game I've been having a lot more trouble with magic resistance, so I'm building that.
As you saw right there, I scouted the bush, because with Lux you're able to throw down those like 5-second ward loosen singularities, and I saw them, but Olaf was too far ahead before I did it, and he ended up going down, but I was able to escape.
Again, team communication is really important. If we could have been communicating there, it would have really helped.
Yeah, I would have told him to stay back.
You see Lux keeping me shielded up to keep me with as much life as I can. I want to try and get rid of Tibbers because he does area of effect magic damage, and we don't care for that.
Ugh. Area of effect.
We know they're going to come in for our tower pretty soon. I see them starting to hit on me. I'm hoping that I can get the tower to go for them. I'm trusting on my life again to keep me alive, which is probably a little bit stupid.
And a little bit of shield. Stunning action. Always important.
You see Moot pull out Clarity, give me the mana back, so I'm up to lots of mana and keeping my shield and life doing pretty decent. Olaf is now back in, so I'm willing to push up a little bit more. However, they know there's some fallback as well.
Yeah, we're just having a fight over the minions right now. No one's really engaging. We're all just poking at each other. Singed, always keeping the shield on Singed because he needs as much life as possible. And I shoot the laser and pick up an Annie kill pretty quickly because she's squishy, and I was able to destroy her life bar with one laser.
So then I go down here, and we managed to take out Aurelia and Annie, so right now this is definitely worth fighting. Warwick is now running for his life as it is 2-on-1.
No way he was going to be able to engage something like that. Not with the stuns, although I was rolling very low on mana. And now, pinging Dragon. I'm going to head up there, get some global gold. And it looks like Olaf is going to get tower first, and then go straight for Dragon. And he did not insta-kill that he was doing damage. It just didn't show the life bar go down.
Now the quarter was a little far behind.
Yeah. But I think I'm going to throw shield, keep him alive from Dragon, and then just throw my abilities down on Dragon, get us killed as fast as possible.
Notice Moot's also staying in the back corner, so if somebody does come in, they hit Chicken before they hit him. Chicken's a lot more tanky than Lux.
And I can flash out the side, that's usually why I stay. You have two options to flash. You can flash up, or you can flash down into the lane.
Yep, and then you notice I'm back in, getting all the minion kills with my poison. Dragon helping with our damage, of course. See Aurelia come in through that ward site, checking. In 3v3, depending on the team you're fighting, it's pretty important to keep Dragon and Red warded, especially on a team like this that has Warwick and Aurelia, who are both brilliant junglers. I tried to keep my wards up as much as I could. Since we already lost top tower, I'd like to throw a ward down in the bush there. It's kind of a little bit overkill, but it's a little bit of a safety net.
And with Singe, you can afford to buy all those because you get your items so quickly anyway.
See, Olaf now has, I believe that's Phage and a Giant Spell, so he is building pretty tanky because he knows he's been taking a lot of damage.
And I already have my Lynchbane, and I'm working on, I believe, Death Cap at this point.
So we see 3 of them top, and I say, okay, I'm going to get as many minion kills as I can, get our bottom cleaned up a little bit, and then I'll come top side and help. Like with Singe, as we were saying, you got to be able to be all over the map.
Singe is a team player through and through, but he's also got to be effective enough to get lots of minion kills. So you have to be very balanced in the way you play him.
So right there, I probably should have flung Annie first and gotten her while she was up front. Instead, we try and get Olaf, I try and get Warwick, which instead gets Olaf killed.
And I tried to shoot a laser, but missed, just barely. He saw
Aurelia into tower range with Moot's stun equals perfect death on her. So that was good team play. That was very well coordinated. The fling into the stunning laser, right next to tower.
Tower is pretty powerful, so if you can ever use it to your advantage, always take advantage of that. Destroy people just with tower. A lot of times you'll just have like 75% tower damage and just one stun. Minions fighting each other, epic battle. And going for red.
Around.
Going past red and catches Annie.
Past Annie. She used Ghost immediately to try and get away. Throw down my Mega Adhesive, but unfortunately it's not going to be good enough. Warwick comes in with full life, and I know I don't really want to try and fight that, so I'll just go for some minion kills, then get out of there.
Risky business being Singed. Risky business. Olaf's coming back in after his defeat. And more minion kills. Don't stop minion killing after you get to level 18. I know Singe is only 17 right now, but it's important to always keep getting minion kills.
So partially because we don't want Warwick to get it, and partially because it's always helpful, we're going for red here. We want to try and make sure we get that on Chicken Lad, as he's going to be doing a lot more physical damage and up in the fights than Moot is. And red buff on Singe is not always the greatest idea. If you have a game where he's massively carrying sometimes, but in this case, everybody's starting to do pretty well, so red buff on me is not a great idea.
Just going up, probably going to assault the minions top, try to push that a little bit further. It's always good to keep your minions moving forward. You never want to lose too much of an area. If the minions get pushed too far back to tower, you might be pushing bottom, and they might be taking your top tower without you even thinking about it, because their minions are pushed all the way up to your tower. It's ridiculous.
So again, you see a little bit of jungle really fast. Between me and Olaf, we take him down in a couple seconds. We see all 3 of them go top side, so we spin around and head that way as well.
As you notice, we're also looking at the map a lot. We're almost watching the map as much as we watch the screen, because we need to know where the enemy is at all times and get ready for an engagement. So
I throw the one guy and just get the golems as fast as we can for some quick jungle. We start seeing Aurelia in the jungle. You notice their whole team's there. So we know this is probably going to turn into a team fight.
Stun Aurelia.
They don't know that I'm there yet. They haven't seen me because all my poison's been inside of the bush. So I'm hoping that they're actually going to try and engage, and it can end up being what they think is a 3-on-2. Finally, they all come in for me, which is normally a bad idea to engage the tank, but in this case it worked just fine.
They had so much damage and lifesteal, they were able to tank it. But
we managed to get Aurelia. I got my Ignite on her, so her life regen from lifesteal wasn't quite enough for her to hold out. I believe Chicken also focused her, and Moot's laser, of course, coming in. And so I ended up getting the kill, though, the poison damage over time, but they also take me out.
Annie with her giant bear killing people, smashing faces.
Olaf now has the 30% move speed increase from the ghosts up top, so he's running around really fast. And we see dragons come back up. I don't know if we went and got it this time. Don't think we did, which is
we're waiting for you.
Important.
Olaf's just getting minion kills. We're on the defense a little bit here, because as soon as you lose a character, you're on the back foot and the enemy has the advantage. So we're just trying to keep all